Okay.
It's alive.
Howdy, Cowpoke. My name's Clay Adams, and alongside my writing partner, Alexander O'Philippe, we are pleased as punch to bring you the next volume of Deadskins. Last time out, we met Shane, a Harvard dandy on his way back home to propose to his girlfriend. He falls asleep on a train, and when he wakes up, everyone's dead but him. When he reaches town, it's the same story. Everybody's dead, except for the town drunk and his, wife. In this volume, we meet General Custer, no relation to Yosemite Sam, plus some kick-ass cowgirls, and of course, zombies. Oh, we'll also meet Annie, but she's full of surprises. It's a fun book, kind of like a cross between Blazing Saddles and The Walking Dead. If you've backed any of our other projects, you have a pretty good idea of what to expect. We hired a young up-and-coming artist to draw the book for us, and it's shot from Leila Del Duca's pencils, so it has a cool, scratchy look, kind of like From Hell. You can get our regular cover by Wailing Blades' Joe Mulvey, or you can get our variant by Road of Bones and Sea of Sorrows artist Alex Cormack. The book is 100% complete, and we're ready to ship fast. The art was paid for a long time ago. We just want to make enough money to print the book and ship it to you. If and we're fortunate enough to make more than our goal, well, we'll make more comics. So pick a pledge level you like and get it. Y'all come back now, you hear?
Let's help unmute myself. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the evening roast, and I am, of course, Sugar Chris. And with me is Mr. Sim, as always.
Hello and welcome everybody to the evening roast. Hope everybody's having a good evening.
And with us today is two new guests, Mr. Clay Adams and Kyle Roberts. Hello, gentlemen.
Good evening.
How's it going?
And today we just
It's
showed
doing
off
great. The power's on.
Yeah, that's time.
By the way, I
man.
really like that trailer, Cal.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, that was the trailer for Deadskins, and yeah, that it
sorry.
grabbed me because of like Blazing Saddles. They immediately caught my attention. I was
That
like,
Blazing
Mel
Saddles
Brooks.
Cabin's like, okay, I'm sold.
It's a classic.
We have, of course, Mr. Pale Rider with the red dress. Thanks, Pale Rider. We've got Ace. He says, "Hail, hail," and then we have Mr. Pops. Hello,
What's
everybody.
Welcome to the show.
Oh my! So I'm gonna go ahead and bring back up Deadskin since we just showed the trailer there. All right, 60 pages, nice.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a more a Western with a kind of comedic bent to it.
Yeah, it's a Western horror comedy zombie mashup. It's everything but the kitchen sink. You name it, we got it. The kitchen sink is next issue.
Totally my type of book.
This is for if you're fans of Preacher or The Boys, that kind of twisted sensibility. I think this will be right up your alley.
Okay. Yeah, the art interested me too. This style it's kind of got going on. I haven't really seen that kind of style much.
Yeah, we wanted to do something kind of different, sort of that sort of evoked the Old West, So we wanted to do the black and white, but then also have the red in there, for all the blood, and there is a lot of blood in this book, but also a lot of comedy and maybe some heart, maybe some heart.
Heart over there, heart over here.
Well, that's right. Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
don't
Heart on the tree on the other side of the street.
Pop says this is like the third book I've seen today that I've never seen before. What the hell is going on?
Yeah, we're working real hard on fixing that.
Well, now you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, welcome, Pops.
Pops does his own promotion YouTube channel. He also does his own little like online convention called CromCon.
Ooh, cool.
Mm-hmm. Hey Mo, Mr. Mo
What's up,
Biggs
Mo
is
Biggs?
with us. Hey, I haven't seen you in the chat in a while. Glad to have you. The donkey's his wife.
I know, I love that one.
That's
It cracked me up.
That's Jack and his wife Sylvia.
let's see. There's a 60-page set in the West.
Yeah,
Wait,
now
it's short.
no relation to Yosemite Sam,
Hmm.
as we like to say.
That cover is pretty cool too. Let me scroll down and show it. There it is.
Yeah,
that's pretty badass. Like the tongue going through the cheek and everything.
Yes, his name is Tongue in Cheek. He's a
That's totally my
pyromaniac
type of book.
zombie. He likes setting things on fire.
I should have known.
I'm definitely getting this book.
I should have known. Oh, Mo says you guys are usually on too early for me. Oh well, sorry about that, Mo.
That's why we do
That
the
seems-
evening roast.
Yeah, that's why we do the evening one so people can hop in. All right, so this is for 3 and 4 or 1 through 4. There we go.
Yeah,
So we get all of them.
Well, so here's the deal. So the cover you're looking at there, this is for volume 3 and 4. So it's we started this as a web comic that we did in 2013, wrapped it up in 2014. It was 5 issues, each about 30 pages. And what we're doing now on between Kickstarter and Indiegogo, we're collecting them 2 issues at a time, which you may recall I said it's 5 issues. So how do you collect 2 issues at a time? It's only 5 issues. So what we're doing is the first volume is volume 1 and 2. The second volume is volume 3 and 4. And then the 5th issue will be collected on its own with a special backup story that actually was drawn and lettered by Mr. Kyle Roberts here. And that'll be included. That has Jack and Sylvia in it, the husband and wife team. And then plus some other goodies that will fill out the rest of the issue. But yeah, so if you go to the Indiegogo campaign, you can it's I guess the store. It's the in-demand store. It's not really a campaign. You can catch up digitally, or you can buy all the books. We still have volume 1 and 2 available, so that is available at some of the higher tiers. And I don't know if you can see right now, but I'm actually I'm fulfilling the book, the Kickstarter campaign right now. So if you buy it soon, I'll ship it out to you as soon as possible.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So. Okay. Yeah. So if I wanted to get all 4 of them on physical, this print ketchup would do it.
Yeah, like. that would be the one, the print catch-up. And so here, look, I'll show you the book. Look, I'm tethered to my headset here. So hold on, let me travel. So this is the shipping and receiving department here. You kind of see the mess I got going on here, but
the wonder of fulfillment.
the wonders
Looks so familiar.
Yeah, right. Man, I get a headache just walking into this room. I'm like, ugh.
The smell of books.
the smell of books and just the smell of work. So check it out. Yeah. So if you got the print catch up, you'd get these 2 covers, right? So here's the new. I got to figure out how to hold this up for the camera. So right here, I'm holding up volume parts 1 and 2. This is a cover by Takashi Okazaki, who did Afro Samurai, and I think a Batman book, maybe even recently. And then this is the new one, 3 and 4. With this is the cover with Wailing Blades, Joe Mulvey. So this is 64 pages, parts 1 and 2. This is 60 parts 3 and 4. So at the print catch-up tier, you put them both together. That's I'm a writer, not a mathematician. What's 60 plus 64? It's like
124.
120. Thank you, sir. Thank you. You win the math prize for tonight. So so you can do those. And then we also have variants. So you can do the variant catch up. This is the Ben Templesmith variant for 1 and 2, which let me take my hand off of that because that's a pretty sweet cover right there. There it is. And then that Alex Cormack cover that you were talking about before. So that's the variant for 3 and 4. So again, you get those together. It's 124 pages, if my math is correct. I just did that in my head.
It's actually Chris's math. We're trusting it. No one's fact checking it.
Kyle's a teacher, so he should be on it.
Not a math teacher.
He's up schedule right now.
Kyle's like, hold on a minute. He just pulls out like a blackboard behind him. Now, so you see here.
That's right. But there's math involved in art, right? Like you gotta
Geometry's in there.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You gotta know your stuff.
A good part of the beginning of the year, teaching kids how to use a ruler.
Do you still have to teach people that? Like it does. Well, like these are high school students, right? Like how old are they?
You'd be surprised. Yes.
Okay.
And again, like. Being in America and choosing not to use the metric system can be quite challenging for some kids. So,
right.
Yep.
Halves, quarters, 8/16. Things get super confusing pretty quickly.
I'm ready to sign up for Kyle's masterclass in using a ruler.
Right? I just pre-measure everything for him. It's way faster.
I like it.
Yeah, $45 for that many pages. That's a pretty good deal.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty good deal. These are very limited edition. You know what I like to say is that we make artisanal comics, right? So it's not mass produced stuff that a corporation is paying for. You're helping to support the artist. You're actually helping to pay for the art. And now we, like I said in the video, we paid for the art a long time ago. But it ain't cheap, and if we want to keep making more comics, we got to make some of that back. So
and I'd like to highlight a little something for the backers and everybody in the chat for a second there. Right there, it says include free U.S. shipping or equivalent discount for non-U.S. backers. So that's really good for somebody like me in Canada.
Yeah. So it's so what we do is I include about $5 of U.S. shipping. That's roughly what it costs to send one of these babies, because these are pretty heavy, and so I put them in. I'll show you like my whole system here. I put them in one of these Gemini comic mailers, which you know these things, right? You fold them up.
Oh yeah,
right. That's what I used to, and that could cost between $20 to $25 shipping to international.
Yeah, that's so true. That's very true.
Yes.
But it protects the hell out of your book, and I feel like you pay premium prices on Kickstarter, you deserve to get a book that isn't all banged up.
And also the other way of seeing it business wise is where you're better to make sure that it makes it there and that you don't have to send a second copy, and
Absolutely.
It makes it there in perfect condition.
Absolutely. So that's why I ship in these things, and it costs about $5 to send that in the US. It's a little bit more, but I roughly bake in about $5 of shipping, and so then I will take that off the cost of international. So if it costs me $25 to ship an international, you're only paying $20. If it costs me $20, so like to Canada, I think it's like $20. I'll only charge you $15, so you get the same discount, the same deal that the US backers are getting.
Mm-hmm. That's sweet.
Yeah, I like that touch, because usually I'll see like that free US shipping, and it's like, man, that sucks for like non-US people. They're not getting anything out of the deal.
We like to be fair, It's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Let me check the chat here. We got Mo saying this black and white and red look would be perfect if Chris ever creates a self-insert book. Oh, ha ha, Mo, very funny. Mo, for you and Clay, Kyle, don't know, they like to talk about me wearing a red dress for some reason in the chat.
Because
I don't
Chris
know
made the
why.
mistake of saying, telling a story of a long
Shut
time
up.
ago.
Shut up, Sam. We don't talk about that here.
I wondered what the red dress was. So now I know. Now it makes sense.
Yeah. It's just an old story that was funny and that stuck.
Yeah, so now they won't leave me be about it. Let's see. Miss Back Rose Comics is here. Hello, hello. He says this is cool, and he says he doesn't do math. Johnny Cage is here as well. He says there's math and art. Guess it's time to change careers.
Right.
Scaring away the artists. Making it easier for everybody else. Lots of math and art. It's nothing but math these days.
Yeah, Mo Big saying the metric system makes sense for science, and we use it there. In everyday life, it's a hindrance, and we don't.
Oh, it looks like you've got some reviews up. Looks like people are liking what they got. Although the last thing I want to think about is horny Seth Rogen.
No, but I like the idea of seeing Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah, Robert Rodriguez is a good sign. Let's see. Let me scroll through.
Yeah, that's one of the advantages of having been a web comic, and we sold some digital downloads on our website back in the day. So got some, we got some good reviews and pull quotes to be able to put in the campaign. Although that one about the horny Seth Rogen, that came out during our last campaign.
Oh my. Yeah, I like shit. Oh, do you have add-ons as well?
Yeah, so actually I yes and no. We did have add-ons. I just killed most of them, although some of them might still be available. Because we had some other books, but we just sold out of a ton of stock. I'm gonna have to reorder some stuff ahead of our next campaign. But there might still be some add-ons, some older books.
I'm sure the reason he's asking is, if you can add extra books, like let's just say somebody grabs the like the tier of having the variant covers, but they also want the old covers at the same time. Like,
oh, I gotcha. Yeah, I gotcha. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I set this up so long ago. I don't know how I set that up.
Well, hold on a minute. I'll find out.
Find out. Go buy something. Look, everybody who's watching, just go buy something and see if you can do add-ons. And if you can, I'll make some. I don't know. I'll do it really quick right here.
There we go. Okay, so here's the add-ons it's showing for me. We got Red Exodus.
Yeah, so that's another series we did. It's actually coming out now through Scout Comics, but these are so now these are collectibles because they were extremely small print run. Totally, like we're remastering a lot of the art. In fact, we totally redid the first issue because it was a different artist who did it. So the Triple Play collects issues 1 through 3. And then the 4th issue is actually a double-sized issue, and so really, like, it's like 5 issues. So again, it's a lot of pages of comics, but you can add that to your order. I guess the reason why I did not do the other covers as add-ons is because with Indiegogo you can just like they charge you immediately. It's not like Kickstarter where you make a pledge and then 4 weeks go by and they finally charge your card. Like you pay for it immediately.
Yep.
So
that's why I like it.
Yeah. So if you want it, like if you wanted all the covers, you could just go and pay for it. Although that might get tricky with the international shipping. So if anybody wants that internationally, Sim, I can combine shipping. Just send me a message and I'll work it out. We'll make magic happen.
Wink, wink.
Yeah.
So people are international. If you have a question, just send a DM. That's one of the things that's fun with crowdfunding.
That's true. It's a pipeline right to the creators.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me see. Let me bring it back up. So we missed out on some tiers, it looks like, as well. There was a big one, box of fries and super.
Why didn't you
Sprite.
find it before, Chris?
Well, because I'm terrible at this. Okay, leave me alone.
So those I did have to kill because we ran out of some of the books. So we totally sold out. Those actually wound up being very popular tiers. But I'm happy to say I'm launching another campaign 1 week from today on Kickstarter. So I will be restocking things. So these will be available. They just won't be available at the same price because there will be more books added to them. So
okay, so what are you launching in a week? Is it going to be the next set of Deadskins or a different book?
So the next set of Deadskins is coming right now. I'm getting the covers made and working on getting fulfillment out of the way. So the final volume of Deadskins is going to come later in the summer, either like August or early September. So what's launching next week is the new issue of PBOW, which is an acronym that stands for Pregnant Bitches of War. And so that's so you can see that book, the purple book there, and then. So we did again as a web comic in 2013, 2014. We did 5 issues of that. We put out a trade paperback. By popular demand, we came back for a second volume. We kickstarted the first issue a while back now, and we're finally kickstarting the second issue starting next week. This is the story arc that we fondly refer to as World War Bitch.
Yeah, World War Bitch. I see it there, #1.
There you go.
And it springs from characters in Deadskins, right? The seed for the story comes from Deadskins.
Check it out. I need to have Kyle come with me, like whenever I talk about this, because he's reminding me of my spiel. Yeah, that's true. Actually, PBOW grew out of Deadskins. There's a subplot in Deadskins that I won't spoil for anybody. But it involves some ass kicking pregnant ladies, and we thought, let's make a series about this, and that's how PBOW was born.
All right. Yeah, this sounds like a fun one. So, and as
I really like his dark sense of humor.
we like black humor. Yeah.
And as Clay showed us, he is all set up and ready to go. So if you back it, you will certainly be getting it pretty quickly.
Absolutely.
Oh no. Mo says, I'm working on a pitch for a book where Chris fights zombies. I'm calling it The Dead Dress. Of course.
I like it, Mo.
Is it like that, like in Pirate of the Caribbean when they find that dress on the boat and they all believe that it's a ghost and it's going to bring death to everybody?
That does bring me up a question, though. Since you said this was done all through webtoons and stuff, so that means, like, say, for the next campaign, there wouldn't be anything like a drawn-in tier or anything like that, would there?
Yeah, not for this one. Not for Deadskins, but we have done that before for Red Xmas. We did that, and then and we'll probably do one for PBOW as well. But yeah, at this point, this book is totally drawn. The artist actually has gone on. She's doing like Wonder Woman for DC and stuff like that. So she ain't coming back to draw our book. But if you want to get drawn into a book, check out the PBOW campaign, and maybe we can work something out.
All right. Now I need to move over to electric use. Let me jump over.
That always reminds me of that song.
Boom. So I'll start off by playing the trailer.
Do it.
Alrighty. Boop, boop. All right. So, what is Electric Youth about?
It is, like it says there, coming of age story. It's about a bunch of kids who make a discovery, and which leads them on a journey that basically you would think that I would have this prepared, right? I've talked about this book so many times. It's been a long day.
Oh, no worries, no worries.
It's very much like Goonies and Stranger Things, where kids come across, a dead body. They've got to figure out who, what, why, and then they come across a larger conspiracy that involves them and their friends and the town that they live in.
Okay.
Robots, 80s nostalgia. A lot of it is based off of my experiences in high school, moving out here from Pennsylvania to California, and the friends that I made when I moved here, and our friendships that we carried through the years really inspired a lot of what's in here.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I like that. You can get a preview.
Yeah, there's a link. You can download, you can check out the half of the first issue before committing.
That's always nice.
Yeah.
Since you can't, like, say, go to the comic book shop and flip through it before you buy it, you can just do it that way. Yeah. When I was looking through this, it did give me that kind of, childhood, adventure of these kids, going on in a kind of an adventure that, like you said, like Stranger Things and Goonies and stuff.
Yeah,
I did get that feel from it.
Slightly more mature. If the Goonies weren't looking for jewels, but rather porn.
Yeah, every time I see those pages, it reminds me of the Venture Brothers a little bit.
Yeah,
like the vibe of it. Yeah,
right.
with the robots and stuff. I'm like, every time I was going through that campaign, I'm like, that reminds me so much of that feel of the Venture Brothers.
Okay, let's see. Mo's saying these zombies aren't out for brains. They want some of that sugar. Gosh dang it, Mo. Oh, God. Pale Rider's back. Oh, Lord. Mo says, shh, keep it down, Chris. I'm trying to read the preview. I get no respect on my own channel, I tell you.
We need to get you a tithe, and every time you say that now, you get no respect.
Oh, my.
But the art looks good.
Yeah, the art's great. Rafael Dantas, he's done work for Action Lab, and he's doing work on the Phantom right now. He's really good.
Phantom.
He's got a great style.
You guys, both of you guys have people connected to some big names. Afro Samurai, the Phantom. That's cool.
We're talent scouts.
You're keen on the lookout.
For the AAA team.
Well, it just goes to show, like, if you're looking for artists, you never know. Like, catching someone between jobs, between gigs, or before they really pop, you'd be surprised. Especially like this past year when, it was like pencils down. You want to talk about a time if you're an independent comic creator and you're looking to land some talent.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people were looking for work, and they're always looking for side gigs too. They might not be able to crank them out as fast as you might like, but they'll keep doing the work for you. Never hurts to ask.
True.
Oh, you guys got in a paper.
We did, a small
That
one.
is pretty cool. Yeah. That's like Anthony Figueroa. He just got on the local news just not too long ago down in New Orleans.
What Kyle is neglecting to say is that his small local paper is the LA Times. So
that's all. Nobody reads that.
No, I was surprised because you would think that print is dead. But after that article ran, like sales through the website like were ridiculous. And like I thought it was through like a Facebook group page.
Mm-hmm.
It was not, because I posted in that Facebook group page during my second campaign and it didn't do anything. It was the circulation of this article that,
Wow.
doubled my campaign after a week after it had ended. So
That's
people still
great.
read paper.
Yeah. People liked what they seen. Had to get it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna hit the tiers. So we've got the digital, of course. Always nice to
Yeah,
see.
we kept it pretty lean. So just like Clay, the initial campaign was on Kickstarter. So there were a lot more tiers during the official campaign. And when I moved it over here, just to see, what the, because I've never done anything on Indiegogo before, just to see what the community would be
Yeah.
like, so it was just like, well, here's everything that, is firm, like that I don't have to create anything new. So, but if people are buying on Indiegogo, I always slide some extra stuff in. So you might get a pin, you might get a patch. I've got all sorts of fun little stuff that I like to smuggle in and surprise people that come in late.
Yeah, it does seem like there's two different groups of people when it comes to like Kickstarter and Indiegogo. But both of them do like to buy comics, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know if their tastes are really that different. I think it's just like where you start, because that's certainly the case. I can say for me is doing my first campaign something like 5 years ago. I just arbitrarily chose Kickstarter. There was no real reason why. It was just like I had backed stuff on Kickstarter before. A few projects, like anthology projects that I was a part of, funded there. So that's where I went. It wasn't, I wasn't trying to pick one audience or another, because I really, I've backed stuff on Indiegogo too. So it's just, where the creator goes, and then where the audience gets built. So 5 years ago, I started building an audience on Kickstarter. That's where I start. So now I'm hoping to be able to find a community on Indiegogo as well. And I don't know if it's efficacious to be on both at the same time or one versus the other, but I'm trying to learn, trying to figure it out, trying to.
From what I've learned from reading all the info on both sides, they say that it's very frowned upon. Like you can get in trouble if you run the exact same campaign on both platform, unless you can offer they recommend, like one of the first recommendations is offering something special on each place. So let's say you offer like a special exclusive print to Kickstarter to a variant cover. You will not have an issue. They do have an issue with running them at the same time sometimes, but they will sometimes just let it be. It has happened with Bill
Who's
Tucci.
they? Are you saying Indiegogo or Kickstarter or just?
Yeah, Kickstarter, or it's the one that has an issue with it that picks up on it. Like it has happened that Kickstarter has had a problem with it. Some people had got an issue, got the campaign canceled on both sides. Get it? But
Yeah.
there has been like Billy Tucci, and that has run a campaign on both platforms at the same time, but it was offering an exclusive cover for one and another exclusive cover for the other one, but the campaign
I
was
did see that. I saw that was just a couple months ago. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying. Like it's accepted, but you do have to offer something exclusive to one platform and to the other.
That's good to know.
Yeah, I started doing the whole. I prefer to use Indiegogo over Kickstarter because I like the whole like they take the money out immediately, and then also I like the just the use. It feels more comfortable to use for
The
me.
fact that you can extend more to 30, you can extend like you could do a campaign of 30 days and extend to 60. If you want to make it. There's the in-demand store that I like, but to me the main thing is the fact that I don't like the idea of getting charged a month later or 2 months later when you forgot about stuff, and then boom, what the hell is this? $300 one shot?
Yeah, then you get hit with it.
Yeah,
that's.
Go ahead, Clay.
Go for it.
I was just gonna say, as someone who's run campaigns, like having backers back, then cancel 3 weeks later before the campaign ends can be frustrating as a creator. So I can see the benefit.
And especially especially a small creator, like 3-4 people. It happens with 3-4 people. That can be like close to $500 you lose, and that can
sure.
be your backing. Like
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
your
Yeah, that can be devastating.
Mhm.
And there are things that I like about both platforms. What I love about Indiegogo is just what you guys were talking about, that you buy it immediately, you get charged immediately. The money gets in your account immediately. I mean, like there are positives to that for both the buyer and the seller.
Mhm.
I also like, one thing I like about Indiegogo is that they have secret tiers.
Yes. Yes.
That is very cool. I think that's something that Kickstarter should get on. But I love that feature of Indiegogo, and I've really enjoyed, like, so I've done this in demand store after my last couple of campaigns, and I love that. And Indiegogo obviously like has no problem with it, because when I was running the Deadskins campaign on Kickstarter, I was getting messages from Indiegogo being like, "Hey, your campaign's doing well. You want to come over to Indiegogo and set up an in-demand store when it's over?"
Mhm.
So they definitely don't have a problem with that, for sure.
Nope.
Let's see. What's Pale Rose saying now? He says, "I'm going to offer a heat-activated red dress cover. Going to be sweet, but not safe for work." Oh my god. Let's see.
You embrace it. Embrace the red dress. Own it.
He wants me to.
And Indiegogo was also the first one to do the add-ons, which was freaking sweet. The only thing that I think that's
the
missing at
add-ons are awesome.
Indiegogo, the only thing that's missing, that if they get that, they would be unbeatable if they get PayPal or Google Pay, because right now anybody that's international, we have to pay with credit card.
Yeah, there's been quite a few people who's been annoyed about that.
So a way that we can pay by PayPal, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I wonder if there's some, because I know that all these companies, they have to come to some kind of agreement, and then like they can't do it, so then you can't pay with PayPal, or like, right? Because eBay, you used to pay with PayPal, but now has that gone away? You can still do it? Okay,
I still pay with PayPal when I buy stuff on eBay.
gotcha. They've just given, I guess, other avenues for payment now.
But technically, if you would use PayPal, like you on your website, right? You create your website and you use PayPal as your third party type of thing. They have MasterCard, they have Visa, that you could pass anything through PayPal.
Right.
I'm just guessing it's probably among the deal of the percentage, right? That they get, that they have to pay from the platform. So I'm guessing, because I know that they dealt with Strife. Like I know that during Blood Hunt, my campaign of Blood Hunt. In the middle of it, they changed their third party, and that created a whole bunch of issues for me, where I waited for 4 months and a half for my money, because in their change of third party, that they did not register me as international Canada. They tried to send me my money for 4 months and a half, and they charged me over $300 of fees. But they were trying to transfer it like an American account. So I had to create a different account for US money and get that there so they can transfer it. And I had to buy my passport.
Yeah, that's a headache.
So I'm guessing it probably has something to do with that one.
Phil Ryder says Indiegogo should start accepting ammo as payment.
Or Bitcoin, Dogecoin.
I'll take some ammo as if you want to start handing it out, Pale Rider. I can always use more. Oh Lord! But how many pages was Electric Youth number 2 here? Was it 32?
It's a really good question. Scroll up because it's 56. I think.
2
pages.
issue 56.
Yeah, for both issues. So it's 20. I think it's 28 and 28.
Okay.
So there we go. Kyle busting out the math again.
Right.
All right. So that ain't bad. Not bad. Then okay. So this is if I want to get both copies. All right.
Yeah, issues 1 and 2.
So 56 pages for $18.
Yeah.
Not bad.
And like I said, I'll slide extra special stuff in there too. I got a few patches left over. I've got a few pins still. So I'm happy to just pile on the swag.
The first appearance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this story. Well, Kyle, you wanna. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
That's okay. So the first chapter of Electric Youth issue 1 premiered in Five from Beyond comic, which was my first comic project that I crowdfunded. So it was 5 stories. Initially, the plan was for me to write and illustrate all of them. It ended up being me hiring a little bit of stuff out, but I touched every story in some capacity. And so Clay and I went to Clay to help co-write Electric Youth. So we did the first 8 pages, which was the first chapter, was published in that. And that was like our springboard into the full first issue and then the subsequent.
Awesome. Oh,
And then
extremely
Five from
limited.
Beyond- Yeah, so, and Five from Beyond is 48 pages, 5 stories. It's got a pull-out poster. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of good stuff in it.
Comes with little pins too.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, Kyle's good with the extra swag. Definitely got to give him that.
Okay, I'm gonna check and see what add-ons you got here.
I don't think there are any add-ons for the Indiegogo.
No, there
I
isn't.
think it's just those 3 or 4 tiers: the digital, issue 2, issues 1 and 2, and then the first appearance. So I kept it real lean with the in-demand setup,
Okay.
because that's after filling the Kickstarter where I was doing custom sketches, doing a thank you page, a bunch of other stuff that was really labor intensive. So once I was able to complete all that, I just kept it with kind of treating it like a store.
How far are you gonna go with this? Like how many issues and stuff?
Well, that's a really good question. Initially, the plan was for it to end with issue 2, but after the article, Clay and I received a couple contacts from Hollywood producers, which got us one. A smaller independent guy was looking at it as a movie. We got another producer that we were reading between the lines that she seemed to kind of like it more as like a television show.
Mm-hmm.
So we sat down and we mapped out a whole other arc. So if everything goes well with the other project that we're working on, come the fall, we've got at least another 60 pages of story that 2 leads into. So 1 and 2 close out the first volume, but there's the next day and the day after that. Like there's more story, more characters. That
The saga
we're
continues.
ready. Exactly.
Kind of. I was just watching. What did I watch? I think I watched The Faculty today.
Oh,
That
that's a good
movie-
movie. I like that.
Yeah, it made
And it's very-
now I'm seeing this, and it has kind of a similar idea where
It does.
they're
Like
being infiltrated and stuff.
yeah, The Faculty, and also, have you ever seen the movie Disturbing Behavior? So same kind of time frame. 90s.
No, I ain't seen that one.
Okay. But it's got a similar vibe. Right, so yeah, Faculty's great. Speaking of Robert Rodriguez,
Yep.
that's a good movie.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I'm a huge fan of Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah, man, he's great.
Yeah, I could see this being a TV show. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it wouldn't be like a high, but you could make that work.
It looks like something that would be perfect for Adult Swim.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, man. Mhm.
Get that Netflix money.
Yeah, I mean, nowadays you got all those streaming services that are desperate for content.
For sure.
Somebody would love this project.
Right.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's funny. The timing of the article was, I mean, it was great for sales in the store, like Kyle was saying. it came out, and Kyle sold a bunch more issues. But we got the interest from a few producers, and then COVID hit and shut everything down. And so then it was like, well, nobody's making anything right now. So anyway, now that things are starting to open up again, we're getting the ball rolling again with that.
Yeah. Hopefully COVID didn't screw your chances. Hopefully they're not like, oh, we done forgot about that, moved off.
Right.
Fingers crossed.
Yep.
Ah.
Yeah, we'll keep doing what we do, though.
Yeah.
We'll keep telling stories and making cool comics.
That's why you're here. We're here for in the beginning,
Right.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, hoping to have that freaking deal, or that's the extra, the cherry on the sundae, you could say. But what we're here for in the beginning is to make comics.
It's comics. Yeah.
Like I said before multiple times, like there's many people that's like, can't wait to make it and hire a whole bunch of people, so I have to do less. I'm like, I'm the type of guy that tomorrow I could be a multi-millionaire, right? I'll still wake up and just want to draw comics from the morning till I go to bed. It's what I'll do till the day I die.
Yeah, I was reading an interview with Mark Miller today in the Hollywood Reporter, and he's got his deal with Netflix, and Jupiter's Legacy is coming out, and they were asking him, about comics, and he was like, I got into this for comics. Like I've always done comics. I'm still going to do comics. Like that's what I love. That's what I do this for. This is just like something extra.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, you guys should check out like linger on the covers here, because Kyle drew the covers and they're fantastic. So you guys should check those out.
I just seen something about that Jupiter's
Legacy. Yeah, it's Netflix.
Yep.
Yeah, there was somebody posted about it saying how good it was.
I think it's coming out tomorrow, maybe.
Something
it's
about
it's
wanting
already
another
out.
season. Yeah, they were saying it was really good and they were hoping for another season. But I didn't know anything about it. I don't keep up with nothing.
Hex was talking about it on the other stream that I was on before, and he was saying that the first 4 episodes, it's a bit weird. Current time weird. But after that, it just gets really good. And I'm like, okay, so I'll give it a try. Because everything I was hearing was like, it's not good. They change a whole bunch of stuff. I'm like, if they didn't make more past the 4 episode, how many seasons or series have you watched that it doesn't really hit the climax or the point of interest until episode 5 or 6? It's called character build-up and universe building,
Right.
world building. And sometimes it's done right, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't.
Mo says COVID wouldn't be an issue if they could have filmed using Electric Youth. More authentic, also.
Right.
The band, yeah.
For sure.
And then he says, I watched the first episode last night. Oh, okay. Was it good, Mo? Let me know, because then I might watch it.
Yeah, I have to admit, though, I watched the entire series of Invincible. Pretty good.
All right, there's that cover. There's the first issue cover.
Yeah.
I love, drawn by Kyle.
Okay.
He used a lot of math to make those covers.
You might
Lots of rollers.
kind of gives me a vibe of a classic Eerie type of cover.
Right. Very, very much inspired by that. That was totally my jam when I was a kid. I loved E and Eerie and Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah, love that stuff too. That and heavy metal. So yeah, I hear it.
Right.
You have to bring up heavy metal like every stream.
It's the same crew, dude. Eerie and they were all just, working on all those projects.
Oh, Mo Big says he thought it was fine so far. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll probably end up watching it. Maybe that'll give me something to do with me and Mom can watch it or something. She might like that.
Did you call her mean? Your mean mom?
No, my mom.
I think he said me and mom.
Yeah, me and Mom.
Like, be Be nice to your mom. Unless she's really mean, then by all
Yeah.
means.
No.
It's 2 days after Mother's Day. Don't call her mean.
She's a sweetheart. She's just very picky on how people draw the nose of her son when he's drawn in the comic.
Yeah.
That's all. Other than that, she's a sweetheart.
Poor Aaron. He's probably, he'll never let me get drawn into his books again. Mom's like, yeah, it looks good, but that ain't your nose. Hey, Ace is here. Hello, Ace.
Yeah, Chris is one of the guys that has died in the most indie comics there is. He's
Oh,
like
that's
the
right.
yeah,
Really?
he's the Sean Bean of indie comics.
I've died in quite a few by now.
Yep, over 20.
I really need to make that list.
Yes, you do.
I'll get around to it.
Yeah, if you want that drawing. I don't mind.
Let's see.
Like 20, 30 years from now. Ah, damn, Sim's dead.
No.
Should have made that list.
Yeah. Go at the funeral and I'll put the list on your podcast. You go, buddy.
There you go, your list.
Finally made it for you. Let's see. Pale Rider says Invincible was cool. A few episodes were blah in the beginning, but good
Yep.
overall.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep, me and B can watch it. We enjoyed it a lot. So I'm saying, good chances with Electric Youth at Netflix.
Fingers crossed.
Exactly.
Knocking on wood.
Yeah, I mean, it has a good concept. I mean, this seems like it would be almost perfect for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a little bit scary. It's a little bit funny. It's a lot of funny, and it's got a ton of heart. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it would appeal to a broad, age range. It wouldn't
think
be
so.
like probably super hard on the budget, so I think it would work out pretty good.
Hmm.
And I mean, people love Stranger Things, so
Yeah.
it could be like, hey, maybe we can catch some more of that magic.
Yeah, it's also like we do need more projects like that because we have a lot of adult oriented or dark humor or superheroes and stuff like that to have different. That's what I like about indie comics. That's why I got into Image Comics back in the days and a lot of Dark Horse and stuff because they ain't just superheroes. It's the thing that if you go to Japan, if you go to Europe, you got comics for kids, you got comics for adults.
Right.
And
Right.
it's the same thing that should be here, and it's not just superheroes. You have team fights, doctors, all type of thing, and I think that's the main strain of indie comics, and
Right.
that's why I like doing these shows because we discover a whole bunch of projects and we help our fans discover other projects that they might enjoy.
We got Mr. Michael Beacon in the chat.
What's up, Beacon?
He said that season finale.
Yeah, it was freaking awesome.
Pale Rider says Netflix will want to make it live action and turn all the characters into furries. Okay.
If the check cashes,
Well, as long as their money's green.
that's right. As Alan Moore says, the comics are still on the shelf. Like
Mhm.
they didn't ruin anything.
So you're still scrolling?
What, are you gonna accuse me of shopping?
No, I'm not.
Good, because I wasn't. Control yourself. I'm simply doing my job as host.
I know, and me, it was just my segue of going, we're getting close to the hour, buddy.
Are we?
Yep.
Oh, we are, aren't
Alright.
we? Yeah, we.
But if you want to see one more project that the two of us are both associated with,
Mhm.
Of
you
course.
can search Indiegogo for Nightmare Theater
Oh, okay.
because those are on their way to Clay's house right now.
Kyle's trying to
So-
make me do more work with
Right.
fulfillment.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yeah, check out the Nightmare Theater anthology. It's like Kyle said, the books the books are actually sitting in the port of Los Angeles right now, waiting to be loaded onto a train to come to Memphis, to then get on a truck to come to my house. Should be here next week, actually. And I'll start shipping these out. But yeah, this is a 272-page trade paperback anthology collecting horror stories by some of the biggest names in indie comics. And Kyle drew the main cover and the intro.
Wow, 272 for only $30. That's pretty
Mhm.
good page.
Pretty good deal.
Page
Yeah,
per
it's a
price
really
there.
good deal. Really good deal.
Got a lot of people involved too. Not all
Yeah,
that.
lots of teams.
Yeah,
I think
ton-
it was
ton of talent.
35. Yeah, 35 incredible comic teams.
I don't know if you said it or I missed it. Is it colored or black and white?
The anthology is in color. There, some stories are black and white, some are color. I would say most are color. And if you keep scrolling down, you'll see.
Oh, I like that cover.
Yeah, that's a cool one. That's one of our variants.
Mm-hmm.
And the variants, some of that actually might be sold out. The variants went fast, but I do think we have maybe just a handful of the box office death that you might be able to get at one of the higher tiers, and then we also have the hardcover.
Huh. Wow, yeah, this says yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't even see this one yet.
Yeah, this is one.
It's a good
so-
thing they brought it up.
Yeah.
Good thinking, Kyle.
You're welcome.
This is one that we did. So we kickstarted it last year around Halloween. I think we launched. I don't even know. All the months are running into each other. I don't know. I don't know when the hell we did this. It was last year sometime. And anyway, the books are finally arriving, and yeah, it did well. It did about 27,000 on Kickstarter, and we've raised maybe a little bit more than $1,000 on Indiegogo after the fact in the in-demand store.
Mhm. Yeah, I try to go through and scroll and scroll and scroll down through like the little comics section here on Indiegogo, and sometimes I do it for Kickstarter as well. And apparently, I miss stuff still.
There's so much
It's
stuff,
So, yeah, for us.
so much stuff out there.
Wow, yeah, different art styles, all kinds of stuff in here. Yeah, this is a good way of, yeah, it's kind of similar to what Sim's been talking about doing, where you can get a good, and that's cool because you can get a good, it's like a good introduction to all these different people and their work.
Yeah, for sure. That's kind of like what we wanted to do, because we had there were some bigger names that were kind of attached to it, and then we also wanted to have some other creators that were maybe a little more at the beginning of their careers, but still really good, and just kind of like mix those together, and it just exposed people to a big cross section of fantastic creators.
Can still get the fancy hardcover. What's all this?
Mhm.
Here? Okay, this one gets you all of it. It looks like. Yeah, it gets you all the variants and everything. That's cool. Dang on. Let me see here. What's everybody saying in the chat? Mr. Beak says, my Netflix deal have only one requirement.
Yeah.
Ginger stay ginger.
I laughed my ass off when I heard that one.
Chris, I thought your job was to twirl around that pole. Oh, God, Pale Rider. I think that's the only reason you come here is to make me
Troll.
curse my existence.
You could say he's your #1 fan.
Mo says that naked old man in the shower was so disturbing. Sim almost put a shirt on. Yeah. Yeah, almost key word. Sim never puts a shirt on.
That's not true. I have a shirt on right now.
No pants, but a shirt.
Exactly.
Any chance of a
It's all about balance.
Oh, I'm gonna play the trailer.
Hello, fiends, fellow frighteners. Shelley Poe Stoker here, the immortal, literal, literary monstrous, and horror film aficionado. Welcome to Nightmare Theatre.
Nightmares come in many forms. A murderer's row of creatures crawl, breaking curfew and shattering norms. Their frightening tales for one and all.
Cinematic blood flows. Oh, hi. Hi, I'm David Schrader.
And I'm Creepy Clay Adams, and together we've funded and fulfilled 10 projects on the platform. So we're scary good at this.
There are simply too many amazing creators involved in this project to name them all here. But rest assured, we brought together some of the best in indie comics to give you this monster-sized volume of cinema-inspired horror.
Hey, Dave, we should show more of the book. Can you do that creepy Vincent Pricey thing again?
Cinematic blood flows forth. Ghouls and slashers fill the pages. West, east, south, and north, as every monster fully rages. Legends of terror to stalk the reader. For every ghost, killer, and brain eater. To each maniac, demon, and bleeder, we bring the evil of Nightmare Theatre.
Woo! Scary stuff indeed. Join us on this dark journey into fear and phantasmagoria. The theater is open. It's haunted, but it's open. What are you scared of? It's shut.
All right. Yeah, that's fancy too. You guys do some neat covers or trailers there.
Yeah, that I have to give most of the credit to Dave Schrader, who was the co-editor on that anthology. He hired the actress and kind of put together that little shoot. So he's Dave and I met actually. He was a producer on a horror film that I acted in way back in the day, in the early aughts, the naughty aughties. And we've been friends ever since. And yeah, he's still putting together crazy films, including these trailers.
Oh, you have the actor title under your belt as well.
Yes. I did a couple of low budget horror films, and but mostly soap operas and voiceover animation.
Nice. You're a man of many talents, as they say.
I wear many hats. We
have Brian Kreisgau. He says, "We doggies." Hello, Brian, the creator of Six Gun Gorilla. We need to get you on the show, sir.
Yeah, we need to get him on the Evening Roast. I keep telling you guys.
Well, I blame you.
You always blame me. I told you if it was up to me, we'd already have that dot intro.
Shut up. So Brian says, "Hell yeah, we need more horror comics." Let's see. Pierre says, "Well, hell, where is she? Why isn't she on the stream?"
Next
Well,
time. Tune in next time.
I can't. I'm sorry, Pale Rider. I guess I'm just not good yet. I'm still working on it. Maybe next time I can wrangle her up and get her to come on. We got Good Stuff Comic Skater here. He's with us. He says, hashtag crack pack, hashtag no cowards. Okay. One says, any old time you'll have me. All right. I'll have to set something up with you. Sorry. But yeah, that is a lot of pages for $30.
It's we like to say you could actually kill someone with it. It's quite a hefty tome.
All right.
Although Dave likes to always jump in and say that you shouldn't kill anyone with it. We're not recommending it, nor would we be happy if you did. So
just putting it out there.
yeah, I'm just saying you could. I'm not saying you should.
Okay. It would no longer be in mint condition if you were.
Exactly.
So technically, it would be careful not to drop it on somebody's head because you could kill somebody with it.
Absolutely.
You could.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Kyle, what have you got planned for the future? What books have you got planned?
Well, I just finished the first issue of a comic Clay wrote. We haven't officially announced the project yet, but I turned in the last page of issue number 1 yesterday, and I've started the layouts of issue number 2. So I'll leave that to Clay if he wants to share anything about that, or if he still wants to keep it under wraps.
No, I think we can. I don't know. Should we should give them an exclusive, Kyle? Right?
That would be amazing.
Is that what we're doing? Yeah, because if you get Electric Youth, actually, you'll see on the back cover, right? Hold on. It's ruining my pitch. Where are these books? I had them. Come on. I was going to be so smooth.
Yes.
And I was going to pull these books out. And I don't know what the hell I did with them. Because I seem to have issue 1. I have plenty of issue 1 right here. I don't know where issue 2 went. Maybe I already put them away in the storage closet. So we're working on a book called Blazing Blade of Frankenstein. It's gothic horror meets sword and sorcery. So it's sort of Frankenstein's monster cast as Conan the Barbarian, and Kyle is doing amazing work. Really amazing work. So that's
Awesome.
going to come to Kickstarter and Indiegogo a little bit later this year, maybe a few months from now.
Oh, okay, awesome. What's everybody saying? Good Stuff is saying smoke crack every day. Bow. Okay, well, and then Mobix says Good Stuff is basically saying y'all cowards don't even smoke crack. Yeah, I'm sorry to say. I guess I'm a coward.
So it's a little early for me.
What it could be saying the option is on the table in reference to the big book killing people. Brian says, very unprofessional, Clay. And he says, Frankenstein plus Conan equals sold.
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah, Kyle is really doing amazing work. I'm really ecstatic to get this book out there.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can have y'all back on when you want to promote something again.
Yeah, absolutely. We'd love
It's
to.
been fun.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, certainly that future project. It sounds cool.
Yeah.
But I've seen we're over the hour mark, and you gentlemen are busy men, so we'll start to wrap it up then.
Got crack to smoke.
Yeah, correct.
It's not going to smoke itself, you know?
Wow.
Before we close this, I want to show something.
Alrighty, what's up, Sim?
Like I shared it on Twitter not too long ago, but if you guys remember, I shared this. This is the cover for Tales from the Adverse 2, the next campaign. And if you remember, there's that big guy behind there called Defcon.
Yeah.
That's going to be a new character being introduced to the universe.
Mhm.
And this came in.
Oh,
Nice.
6
Oh,
a.m. stickers.
I already have the 6 a.m. version of it for the next campaign. I already have another character, but I'm not showing it because it's a secret so far. Until at least number 1 comes out. So yeah,
That's
I already
cool.
ordered 3 more stickers.
That design's rad. That looks really
Thanks.
cool.
And this is me answering Jeffrey Scott Campbell call earlier, saying,
Right?
"Hey, artists, reproduce this in your style. So here's my style, coming."
That's sweet.
Yeah,
Thanks.
his comeback where he critiqued the critiquer was classic. Like that was
Mhm.
one of the best all-time comebacks. I would say.
And, you know, Mary Jane, I love Gingers. I really do. Like, she's great, right? Awesome character. But I do have a soft side for Black Cat. Even more than Catwoman. I don't know. Black Cat's just hot. Oh, the white hair. I don't know.
I'm having trouble getting support for my Conan style book, The Savage Trends of Sugar. God damn it, no.
Yeah, people, don't forget to sub, like, and share this channel. When we reach 500 subs, we're giving away an original art by yours truly. And you certainly don't want to miss that.
That's right. Yep, we are. I think we lost a subscriber. Because I think we are. Yeah, we are now 5. We have 5 subscribers to go to get to 250 subs. So share us around. Maybe give us a like if you would, and be sure to check out these gentlemen's works, Electric Youth and Dead Skins, and hopefully we can get them back on when they're ready to promote the next stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We'd love it.
And
Yeah.
And don't forget Doodle and Chill on Saturday morning with Chris. Also, we're doing the Saturday morning cartoons. And on Sunday around 6 p.m. Eastern, 7, we're doing the other one. And I don't know which one's going to win yet. Just waiting for the poll to come in.
Dragon Ball should have won before.
Yeah, you wish.
Mr. Khan, Mr. Clay, is there anything that you guys want to promote? Anything else?
Yeah,
Just
that's
throw it
it
out
for
there
me right now.
for the end.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think we covered the gamut.
How can you top a surprise book?
That's right. We got an exclusive, baby.
That's right. Yeah, you got an exclusive, and you got Nightmare Theater. You didn't even bargain on that.
Yeah, wasn't even expecting it.
But Kyle, where can we find you and your art online? What's your best handle people can go to follow you?
Twitter and Instagram is at Kyle Roberts _art. And you can find From Beyond Comics on Facebook and also on the internet. It's an easy search. I'm not hiding online. You can find me very easily. And how about you, Clay?
I am at Clay's Evil Twin on Twitter, and you can find my stuff at friedcomics.com.
Yeah, I have the links to these two gentlemen's Twitters in the description if you need a shortcut. And thanks everybody for joining. Thanks to the guests, Mr. Sim, the chat. Everybody here was awesome. And what's today? Tuesday? There'll be a stream. Our next stream will be on Friday. Who do we have again? I think that's Luke Stone. Yeah,
Luke Stone.
Luke Stone, and we're also going to have the gentleman from 656 Comics is going to be joining us to talk about their work.
Oh, sweet.
The Cryptidnals. So I'm excited to learn about that one. So thanks again, everybody, and see you on the next one.
Later.
All right.